So I have some stories about what I have put my poor computer through lately. First off, one of the reasons I haven't been making videos is because the person I was sharing internet with left, and so I didn't really have internet exactly, and off and on there were some that were not locked down that I could use, but anyway, so that's been kind of a problem. So instead of making YouTube videos and doing internet stuff, I would just watch movies and stuff. So I was watching this movie, and the computer was sitting on my bed, which is what I'm sitting on right now, and I had to lift something up and over this flower vase, and I was being really careful not to hit the flower vase. Um, and I lifted it up, and it was long enough that it hit that globe right there, that light globe, and that globe shattered and fell onto my computer and onto me, and it cut my leg and cut my scalp and stuff, and it shattered and hit my computer. I have some nicks in it now, and it bounced up, and one of the shards of glass went into my screen, and there's a cut in my screen, and somehow it leaked some kind of fluid for a little while, and I wiped it off, and then it's like the fluid coagulated or something, just like blood, and it stopped, and now there's just like a little line on my screen, and that's it. And there's no color fading around it or anything. I'm really lucky. So then that was all for a little while, and then later I was watching a movie while I was trying to learn how to make crepes, and I was making a whole bunch of crepes for my friend Penny's bridal shower. It was French themed, and I was trying to make a whole bunch the night before, and I set something in a sink, and I had the bowl that I was mixing up the batter in, soaking, but that was sitting on top of another like plate or something. And that bowl was full of water, and it slid off of the plate, and this computer was sitting on the counter, and the water sloshed up and onto the computer. Oops, I just hit it. Oh my gosh, poor thing. Okay, so it sloshed up onto the computer and into it, and it shut down. And it was dead. And somehow Ed is a miracle worker. He took apart the entire thing, and like screws everywhere, just took it apart. It was all over the place in my living room. He let it dry out for a few days and put it back together, and it's fine. It worked just fine. The computer's running just great. So then, after he did that, a few weeks later, I was popping popcorn. I make the best freaking popcorn in the world, by the way. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that. It's like my major downfall. Anyway, I was making popcorn. I had it sitting on the counter next to the stove. And of course I was really careful not to like slosh oil onto it or anything. And so I popped it, and I set it aside. I set the pan aside, but the pan was a little bit closer to the computer than I realized. And well, it's complicated to show you, but I melted the corner of my computer, and it split and did this like crazy curly thing. Poor computer. But Ed fixed it that one time, and then the other 2 times he didn't have to fix it. Somehow it's just surviving, and I'm hoping it will last me until the end of my college career, because it's all I have, and computers are expensive. And on a completely weird note, that's not really that related, I was wondering if anybody has some good, like, fun workout songs. not techno. I used to think techno did it for me, but it's just not that interesting. I don't know. I like something with a stronger, like, real beat. Not hip hop necessarily, but hip hop seems to do it for with a lot of songs. Like, I don't know. That Black Eyed Peas. No, is it Black Eyed Peas? I think it is. Let's Get Retarded or Let's Get It Started, depending on how appropriate you are. That one's a good one, and then there's a couple others that I like. But I only have like 5 songs that I put on repeat, and then I just give up and I listen to a Chemical Brothers CD that I have. But I'm doing those workouts from that person I told you about, the Charlie James 1975 Susanna videos, and I don't do them. I don't work out to her videos. I watch her videos to see what I should do, and then I do it. And I need music to listen to. So if you have any good songs, tell me the name of the song and the person who produced or wrote it, who sings it, whatever. And then I will listen to your songs. That would be very appreciated. Just put it in the comments right there. That'd be cool. Thanks.